Hello children, today we'll learn the 7th chapter in science. The name of the chapter is air. Let me start this chapter by reading this present in mind opener. Take a book and move it rapidly. Rapidly means with good speed. Take a book and move it rapidly in front of your face. What do you feel? When we take a book and move it rapidly, that is in a good speed in front of our face, we feel the movement of air. Stand in front of a table fan that is switched on. What do you feel? When we stand in front of a table fan that is turned on or switched on, at that time also we feel the movement of air. What is moving your hair and clothes? What is moving your hair and clothes? It is nothing but again air. Blow into a balloon. Now keep its mouth open. Does something come out of the balloon? Can you see this something? Yes, whenever we blow the balloon and when we keep its mouth open, air starts coming out. But we cannot see the air. We can only feel the air. At the end of this lesson, we are going to say that air is all around us. Explain that air fills things. Prove that air has weight. Prove that air moves things. What is air? The thing that you feel and which moves your hair and claws is called air. The thing that we can feel, we can't see it, only we can feel, which moves our hair as well as cloths, which is placed on a wire or rope. That is called air. Air is all around you, but you cannot see it. Air is all around us, but we cannot see air. You can only feel it when it moves. We can only feel air when it moves. You can see in this picture, air or wind is making the grasses to bend one direction. When the grasses are actually bent one particular direction, that is an indication air in a good speed, which is called as wind, is making it to bend. Activity. The aim of the activity to show that an empty glass has air. We require an empty glass, a tub of water. To conduct this activity method, take a glass. It looks empty because you cannot see anything in it. But it is not empty. There is air inside it. How will you know? We need to take an empty glass. When we see inside, we can't see like air present inside. It looks empty, but actually there is air inside it. So how we will get to know? Push the glass upside down into a tub of water like this. We need to push the glass upside down into a tub or into a container containing water. The water will not go into the glass. The water doesn't go inside the glass quickly. That is because there is air inside the glass. So later when you slightly bend the glass, you can see the bubbles coming out. So that is an indication air is coming out. When the air comes out, the water will move into the glass. Here they have given the conclusion for this activity, what I had told just now. There is something in the empty glass. Okay, inside the empty glass, there is air. There is air in the glass. You have to first take the air out to allow the water to go in. When we take an empty glass, when it is actually placed upside down inside the water, at that time, water doesn't go inside quickly. That is because air is present inside. First, we need to remove the air. Then only water can go inside. Slowly tilt the glass. Slowly, we need to bend the glass. Tilt means bend one particular direction. Okay. When you bend the glass, can you see bubbles in the water which are coming out of the glass? You can see bubbles coming out here. Bubbles are actually coming out. There are bubbles of air. Now the water will go in. Okay, the air which is present inside the empty glass will come out in the form of bubbles when we tilt the glass. The space around you is not empty, it is full of air. Same manner, we can't see the air. In the glass also we couldn't see the air. Even surrounding us also there is air. We can't see it. Only when the air moves, at that time we can feel it. We cannot see the air. Air fills things. blow into a balloon, the balloon becomes big. Why? It gets filled with air. If you take a balloon, if you blow air into it, it becomes big. Why it becomes big? Because it is filled with air. You fill air into a bicycle tire with a bicycle pump for it to run smoothly. So we can fill air into the tire also. Bicycle tire, even a car or other vehicle tire. So we can fill air. So when we fill air into it, it becomes a little hard and easily it can run. Means it can move easily. You also pump air into a football so that it becomes round. We also fill air into a football so it becomes round. So these examples indicate air will fill things. Means air can occupy the space also. Air has weight. A football full of air is heavier than an empty football. You can have a look at here. So these two are the weighing machines. On this we have kept an empty football. Here the football filled with air is kept on the weighing machine. You can see the needle of the weighing machine here. It is almost slightly away from the center. That indicates empty football is not that heavy. Whereas in this case you can see the needle of the weighing machine. It is little more deviated towards the right. So this is an indication air has weight. When we fill the football with air, it is heavier compared to the football which is not filled with air. The air inside the football has weight. Air moves things. You have seen that moving air can move your hair and cloth. In this picture you can see moving air is moving the cloths. Moving air can move cloths on a line. So this is that example. Moving air is called wind. When the air moves in a good speed, we call that as wind. Look at the pictures below. So these are the three pictures. These things work when there is wind. Sailboat. Sailboat works when there is wind. At the same time, kites will also work when there is wind. Even windmill, you can see windmill. So which can be used even to produce electricity also, current. In higher classes, you're going to learn about that. Sailboat, kites, windmill. So these are actually a few examples which moves with the help of wind or moving air. When the wind blows gently, it is called breeze. When the wind blows gently, slowly, it is called breeze. It moves your hair. So breeze will move our hair. It makes leaves move and trees sway. It makes leaves move. Okay, it will make the leaf to move as well as trees sway. Sway means trees will bend left, right, different directions when there is breeze. So that is actually called sway. When the wind is very strong, it is called a gale. Strong gales can even uproot trees. When the wind is very strong, it is moving in very high speed. We call it as a gale. Strong gales can even uproot trees. Uproot trees means when there is strong wind, which is called as gale, so even trees will fall. So that is called uproot trees. A wind vane tells us which way the wind is blowing. A wind vane will tell us which direction the wind is moving. You can see this wind vane. It will always, you can see the arrow mark. So which direction the wind is actually moving, that direction it will turn. So by looking at the wind vane, we can make out so which direction the wind is blowing. Looking back, first question. Which of the two is dangerous, a breeze or a gale? It is the gale which is dangerous. Gale is nothing but a strong wind which can uproot trees also. Whereas breeze, when the air moves slowly, gently, so that is called breeze. If you tie a handkerchief to a stick and keep it outside in an open area, it will work as a wind vane. Why? Because handkerchief will move in the direction of the wind. So it will help us to show the direction of wind. Now, at the end of this chapter, okay, let me summarize. Air is all around us, or you. You can fill things with air. Air has weight. Moving air is called wind. A gentle wind is called breeze. A strong wind is called a gale.